Hey everyone, it's Lissette here and welcome back to another video on my channel. So these are my nails that I'm going to be taking off. I've had these on, I want to say maybe like 3 weeks. So I am just using my extra coarse drill bit and I am going all over top, and this I'm using at a pretty high speed because I do want to remove all of the color. After I was doing it, I decided I did want a longer length, and it was going to take me a little while to follow off because this is my left hand and I am a lefty. So I decided to just take clippers and just cut the tip off and then go back with my drill and remove any of the remaining color that was left on the natural nail bed. So this is what the nails look like. I actually did leave a little bit of gel left over. I didn't remove all of it entirely. So now I'm just gonna go in with a cuticle pusher and start pushing back my cuticles. After that, I'm going in with, I believe this is called like a needle point drill bit. It's a cuticle bit and I am working from right to left, and I believe this is on forward, and I am focusing on that cuticle portion, making sure there is nothing stuck on the natural nail. And I'm really not focusing on the nail bed itself. I'm focusing more on the cuticles, trying to remove that and loosen it. After I do one way, I do flip it in the reverse and go in the other way. After that, I'm going in with the ball cuticle bit, and this I am literally just focusing on my skin itself. So I'm not even touching my nail bed with this bit, and this is going to remove any of that loose cuticle that's on the skin, as well as like anything like hangnails or anything that just looks dry. I'm just trying to remove that with this cuticle bit. Now I'm going in with my 180 sanding band and I am removing the shine. I am focusing on that little portion of gel that I do have left over because I am going to add tips, so I'm just thinning that out a little bit as well. Now I'm going in and I am adding my tips. I'm making sure before gluing them down that they do cover that whole free edge and making sure they fit from sidewall to sidewall. Now I'm going in and I'm cutting that tip off because I want a coffin, I don't want stiletto. After that, I'm going to squeeze the tips because I want more of a C curve when you're looking down that barrel, so to say. After I pinch them, then I go in with my straight edge clippers and I clip the sidewalls because I wanted more of a narrow coffin shape. Now I'm going to be blending in the tip into the natural nail bed, and I'm using a 100-180 grit nail file to do this. Now I'm going in with my Secret Dehydrator and dehydrating the nails, making sure there's no oil or shine left over. After that, I'm coming in with my clear rubber base coat and I'm adding a thin layer and I'm rubbing it in pretty good, making sure it will stick to the nail. After I apply it to all fingers, I cure this for 60 seconds. Once that is cured, I go in and add a thin layer of builder gel, and this is my protective layer. And to do this, I'm using the gel bottle Nude Pot in the number 3. After I apply it to all fingers, I cure this again for 60 seconds. So the color I'm going to be using is Sun2C by Light Elegance. It's a really pretty light pastel yellow. I'm really feeling this color. And I'm applying this to my pinky and to my thumb. And I like to add it in layers. So I add a thin layer, I cure it, and then I go back and add a second layer. This is a builder gel. I mean, it's actually a hard gel, so you can file it straight off after curing. But I like to encapsulate, so that's why I'm just focusing on making sure the color's there and applying thin layers. Now I'm going to be taking the color and I'm applying it halfway up the nail on my index finger, and then I'm going to be blending it upwards. So I am doing an ombre nail, and this is my method of how to do it. I mean, there's plenty of other ways you can do it, and I'm sure there's easier ways, but this is how I like to do it. So after applying the color, I cure it for at least 30 seconds, and then I go in and add a thin layer of Mia Secret's Cover Blush, and this helps me just blend out that yellow line just a little bit more. After that, I do cure this for another 30 seconds, and then I go back and add a larger amount of Nude GelPot number 3, and this is more of a pink color, and I add that on top, and then I blend that downwards as well. Once I'm happy with how it looks, I cure this for 60 seconds. For the ring finger, I'm going to be applying a thin layer of gel, and this is going to be just a wet layer, and I'm only applying it halfway up the nail. After that, I'm going to be adding lemon slices, and then I'm going to be sticking that on the nail halfway up only. I do cut some up in half just to fill those spaces, and then when I'm happy with how it looks, I flash cure that for 30 seconds. For the middle finger, I'm doing the same thing, but this one is going to be a full nail of lemon slices. And then after applying them, I stick them onto the wet layer of gel, and then I cure this again for another 30 seconds. For the ring finger, is going to be an ombre nail, so I'm just taking the same steps I would if it was a regular color underneath. Now I'm going in and I'm going to be encapsulating all of the nails with clear builder gel. I do this one at a time, so once I build up or encapsulate one nail, I cure it for 30 seconds, move on to the next nail. After I do all the fingers, I stick my hand back in the light for an additional 60 seconds. Now I'm taking a lint-free wipe and some alcohol, and I am removing that sticky layer that's left over after curing. After that, I'm taking a 100 and 180 grit nail file, and I'm filing the sidewalls, and I'm going over top to shape. After shaping, I'm taking my medium ceramic drill bit, and then I'm focusing on the cuticle area, making sure that it is flush with the natural nails, making sure there's no ledge, and this helps seal the cuticle so there would be no water that could get in, and this will help with lifting. Coming with my orange buffing block, I'm smoothing over the surface of the nails. I decided to add some water decals, and I forgot to push record when I added the first two, so I have one on my ring finger and then I added one on my pinky. And now I'm just dipping it in water to loosen that water decal, and then I'm going to be adding it to my thumb as well and just sticking it right on. I haven't applied stones to myself in a pretty long time, so I just needed some bling on my hand. So I am going in with MAKARTT's nail rhinestone glue, and then I am going to be applying top coat over top. Once I'm happy with the placement of the Swarovski crystals, I cure it for 60 seconds. And this is how they turned out. I never thought, honestly, I would apply some little lemon shapes on my nails, but it came out really cute. As always, thank you everybody for taking the time out to watch this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please make sure you guys are following me on all of my social media accounts, and please don't forget to subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next one.